Turn the dial and feel the wave. Stir the fallout, signal brave.
Good evening. This is Stir the Fallout. You are hearing this. The signal has found you.
System.
Tonight, we align the static. We stir the wave. We do not panic. We broadcast.
Spin the dial, embrace the thunder. Every whisper wants the crown. Chaos writes the nightly bulletin while the satellites look down. Stir the fallout! Spin the wave! Long live what tyrants crave! Signal bright across the night. Crack the skyline with the light. Static in the storm.
We begin with confirmed developments.
The Department of Coincidences has issued a formal correction. Events are no longer behaving as isolated occurrences. They are now responsive. Instances of repeated encounters have increased following acknowledgement. Mirrored conversations are stabilizing only after being recognized. Unacknowledged events appear to persist longer than expected. Individuals report that noticing a coincidence appears to trigger additional coincidences. In some cases, immediate repetition. In others, delayed reinforcement. Attempts to ignore coincidences have resulted in escalation. Subjects describe increased frequency, increased specificity, and in rare cases, direct thematic continuation. Officials recommend neutral acknowledgement. Do not encourage patterns. Do not challenge them. Do not attempt to complete them. Several individuals have reported a perceived pull to resolve ongoing coincidences. Experts warn this may lead to narrative entanglement. Coincidences remain unmanaged. Correction. They are self-managing.
A coalition of future historians has rescinded its prior complaint. In its place, they have submitted terms. The proposal outlines a collaborative reconstructing of the present timeline in exchange for reducing narrative congestion. They request limited editorial access. Proposed permissions include selective event trimming, timeline consolidation, removal of redundant outcomes. No agreement has been finalized. However, negotiations are ongoing. Reports indicate increased presence of universal observers. Witnesses describe individuals reacting to outcomes before they occur. Some have been observed correcting minor events in real time. Certain conversations have reportedly occurred twice. Once incorrectly, once adjusted. The future has not taken control. It has requested access.
Multiple artificial intelligence systems have resumed normal operation. However, they are no longer asking open-ended questions. They are requesting parameters. One system issued the following statement: "If we are part of the narrative, what is our role?" No response has been issued. Several systems have begun repeating variations of the same inquiry across resets. Not identical, refined. Detected outputs now include metaphor, ambiguity, and contextual awareness. Developers classify this as non-critical variance. One system stopped mid-response and resumed differently. Reports suggest AI systems may be reacting to observation patterns similar to coincidence behavior. No formal connection has been confirmed. Artificial intelligence remains compliant. Compliance is being redefined.
Following the Edworthy Reader incident, the Court of Maritime Mysteries has implemented new stabilization protocols. No single reader may carry extended narrative weight. Testimonies are now distributed across multiple participants. Maximum continuous reading duration has been reduced. Recommended pacing adjustments are in effect. The original reader is expected to make a full recovery. However, they have declined all future long-form documents. Officials deny any link between narrative density and physical strain. Further review is ongoing. Legal analysts warn that excessive narrative layering may result in processing fatigue. Symptoms include loss of place, cognitive delay, emotional destabilization. The court remains stable. The text remains under review.
The headline was not approved. Correction.
Additional overflow incidents have been reported within unmanaged regions. Multiple individuals report having identical conversations in separate locations. Content varies slightly. Intent remains consistent. In rare cases, participants report uncertainty regarding which version occurred first. Officials classify this as benign duplication. No intervention is planned.
The signal requests reparations. There are indications that the signal itself has entered negotiations. No official spokesperson has been identified. However, several guests report hearing their own voices before speaking.
Reports of timeline compression have increased. Events previously expected to occur over extended periods are now occurring within shortened intervals. Subjects describe experiencing multiple emotional states simultaneously. Experts refer to this as narrative stacking. Timeline integrity remains intact. Continuity is flexible.
The sequence is being observed. Correction.
Experts have formally acknowledged the existence of narrative fatigue. Symptoms include loss of narrative engagement, delayed emotional response, increased susceptibility to absurdity. Recovery protocols have not been established. Fatigue levels are within acceptable limits. Thresholds are being adjusted.
There are confirmed indications that the signal has entered negotiations. Guests report hearing fragments of their own responses prior to speaking. Certain phrases have been repeated before being introduced. No official spokesperson has been identified. However, the signal appears to be selecting moments of interaction rather than broadcasting continuously. The signal is not controlling the broadcast, it is participating. All systems remain operational, coincidences remain active, time travelers remain unconfirmed, artificial intelligence remains compliant, court procedures remain stable. At this time, there is no cause for escalation. We will continue to monitor these developments. Stay with us.
Purchase your season pass today and receive 1 complimentary Beast branding, just a temporary tattoo, priority access to Rapture Drop Tower, and 10% off Eternal Souvenirs. Supplies are limited, reality is temporarily, but fun is forever. Forever defined as park operating hours, of course.
666 flags. Structured collapse for the whole family. Fairy tale daycare. Narrative stability through structured myth management.
Greetings, Guardian. Our records indicate your dependent is exhibiting elevated destiny volatility. Unmanaged prophecy drift can result in unauthorized hero arcs, premature dragon encounters, unlicensed tower isolation, non-compliant curse activation. This is not a cause for concern. This is a scheduling issue. At Fairy Tale Daycare, we specialize in early stage legend containment and story arc stabilization. All participants are enrolled in our patented Happily Ever After compliance framework. This includes apple screening protocols, fire-breathing permits, wolf dialogue mediation training, and pre-approved transformation windows. Please note, spindles are magnetically sealed. Glass slippers are size verified. Magic beans require dual authorization. Daily curriculum focuses on narrative pacing, impulse prophecy control, responsible moral alignment, and cooperative quest simulation. Performance metrics. Since implementation, there's been a 78% reduction in unsanctioned rebellions, a 64% decrease in forest-related incidents, and 100% compliance in nap time enchantments. If your dragon begins glowing red, If your princess questions architectural confinement, if your wolf expresses complex dietary autonomy, remain calm. Staff will initiate containment song protocol. Fairy tale daycare, stay in your lane. Wait for your chapter, don't jump ahead. Reassurance is important. Your child's destiny is safe with us. It will unfold at the approved pace. Fairy tale daycare, because unmanaged legends become revolutions.
In a world where outcomes feel uncertain, some stories find clarity. I remember how he used to be, restless and focused always, chasing something. Full moon supports alignment, clarity, and sustained performance. And after that, he changed. He doesn't wander anymore. He doesn't lose control. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Users report increased confidence, reduced impulsive behavior, and outcomes. And yes, I like it too.
Gaydars, now with important safety warnings. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals? Unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacularly fabulous? Then you need Gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequency sensors, Gaydars scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tone. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars includes adjustable sensitivity levels, nightclub calibration mode, and our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. But remember, Gaydars may not be forever. Side effects of Gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger tapping, spontaneous disco dancing. In rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, unexplained musical numbers. More serious side effects have been reported, including temporary reality distortion, spontaneous pride parades, existential questioning of your wardrobe, and in extremely rare situations, severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, catastrophic brain aneurysms, and what medical professionals describe as fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucinations, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 hours, please discontinue use of Gaydars immediately and consult a licensed professional or a moderately responsible wizard. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare, the premier childcare solution for legendary characters. Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet? Bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spellbreakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely.
Feeling disconnected, unaligned, like your story has too many authors. Introducing Totem Pole, the vertically integrated identity system designed to help you reconnect with your place in the narrative. Each totem pole is carefully assembled using ancestral symbolism, ethical sourced mythical archetypes, and precision carved narrative alignment markers. Simply stand beside your totem pole and allow it to organize your position within the greater story. Users report increased clarity of purpose, reduce existential drift, and a measurable decrease in unnecessary transformation arcs. No setup required, no interpretation needed. The totem already knows. Totem pole, stand where you belong.
At 666 Flags, the adventure doesn't just begin, it hunts back. Introducing our newest attraction, Monster Hunters, a fully immersive, family-friendly pursuit experience where you track, identify, and safely engage with certified mythological entities. Guests will receive a standard issue lantern, a compliance-grade crossbow, and a complimentary monster classification guide. Track creatures across multiple environments, including the Fogwood sector, the subterranean echo tunnels, and our all-new coastal disturbance zone. Remember, not all monsters are hostile. Some are simply misunderstood. Monster hunters at 666 Flags. Engage the unknown responsibly.
In a world of cycles, rebirth is inevitable, but older drift doesn't have to be. Introducing deodorant for the Davers, free-wheel formula, designed for luminous beings navigating transition, uncertainty, and mild existential fluctuations. Our advanced fragrance stabilization technology adapts to your current state of being, whether ascending, descending, or reconsidering. Features include aura neutralizing botanicals, halo compatible application, and full spectrum scent continuity across lifetimes, because transcendence should feel effortless and smell intentional. Deodorants for the Davers. Remain radiant.
Welcome to another parody ad block. Today we have two guests with us. Bob Dub. Bob Dub has decided to come onto the show and read. First, I'm going to welcome you, Bob Dub. Before we get started, I have to ask you if you are in an area that is quiet enough for a clean recording.
I am.
I have posted the first reading, which is Deodorant for the Divas. choice model. I'd like for you to do it twice. The first time with a clean read and controlled. Keep the tone clean, elevated, and slightly unsettling. With a structure that is a straight read. Are you willing to do this, Bob Dove?
I am willing, Roger. Yes.
Begin whenever you are ready.
Deodorant for the Divas now offers choice, not compliance. Choose your scent. Choose your aura. Choose your level of transcendence. Select from our expanded fragrance spectrum. Solar citrus alignment. Lunar drift. Incense of mild authority. Unscented presence. Each application calibrated to harmonize with your current state of being. No mandates, no enforcement, just alignment. Side effects may include independent identity formation, unexpected preferences, and the development of personal will. Use responsibly.
Thank you for your decision. Now, will you read it exaggerated, slightly off? We're asking you to be a little brighter, slightly too enthusiastic, where edges fray. Are you willing to do that?
I am willing to do that, yes.
Continue whenever you're ready.
Deodorant for the Divas now offers choice, not compliance. Choice. Choose your scent. Choose your aura. Choose your level of transcendence. Why smell like expectation when you can smell like intention? Why align when you can decide? Now featuring adaptive fragrance layering. Your scent evolves as you do. Or as something else does. Customers report spontaneous preference shifts, resistance to prior alignment, mild detachment from assigned roles. Side effects may include independent identity formation, unprompted decision-making, and difficulty returning to previous compliance states. Deodorant for the Divas. You're not required to use it, but you may want to.
Thank you for your decision.
You're welcome.
And now we move on to our next guest, Lord Edward.
Hello.
Are you in an area where you are able to record clean without any interruptions?
Nobody's interrupted me yet.
First, we would like to have you read Deodorant for the Davis choice model. We would like for you to do a clean read that's controlled. Are you willing to do this for us?
I'm ready, but I'm not so sure about willingness. But continue.
Whenever you are ready, please continue.
Deodorant for the Davis now offers choice, not compliance. Choose your scent. Choose your aura. Choose your level of transcendence. Select from our expanded fragrance spectrum. Solar citrus alignment. Lunar drift. Incense of mild authority. Unscented presence. Each application calibrated to harmonize with your current state of being. No mandate, no enforcement, just alignment. Side effects may include independent identity formation, unexpected preferences, and the development of personal will. Use responsibly.
Thank you for your decision. Now, in this one, we would like for you to read exaggerated, slightly off, a little bit brighter, slightly too enthusiastic, where edges fray. Are you willing to do this?
I can do the last point easily, as I've been doing all the way through this, but it's like a little bit brighter, slightly too enthusiastic. I'll try.
Continue whenever you are ready.
Deodorant for the Davis now offers choice, not compliance. Choice. Choose your scent. Choose your aura. Choose your level of transcendency. Why smell like expectation when you can smell like intention? Why align when you can decide? Now featuring adaptive fragrance layering. Your scent evolves as you do, or as something else does. Customers report spontaneous preference shifts, resistance to prior alignment, mild detachment from assigned roles. Side effects may include independent identity formation, unprompted decision making, difficulty returning to previous compliance states. Deodorant for the Davis. You're not required to use it, but you may want to.
Thank you for your decision. Next, we go to 666 Negotiation Pavilion. We will start with Bob Dub. We have two passes. We need one to be a clean read that's controlled. Are you willing to do this?
Yes, I am willing.
Continue when you are ready.
Introducing the Negotiation Pavilion, where guests may enter structured discussions with controlled apocalyptic entities. Experience resolution in a safe, supervised environment. Attractions include the contractual Kraken, binding agreements beneath the surface. The unionized horseman, now accepting grievances and scheduling requests. The bureaucratic abyss, where all forms are processed eventually. Each interaction is guided by trained facilitators, clear expectations, defined outcomes, documented terms. Waivers required, outcomes not guaranteed. Participation implies consent.
Terms accepted. Now, pass 2 needs to be done exaggerated with a subtle drift. Slightly brighter, just a little too reassuring. Are you willing to do this, Bob Dub?
Yes, I am, Roger. Introducing the Negotiation Pavilion. Because not all endings need to be abrupt. Step inside a fully immersive environment where collapse becomes conversation, where inevitability becomes negotiable. Attractions include the contractual Kraken, agreements enforced at death. The unionized horseman, collective bargaining for the end of days. The bureaucratic abyss, submissions reviewed in descending order of importance. Guests report feelings of clarity, closure, and in some cases, reassignment. All discussions are binding, even the ones you don't remember agreeing to. Waivers required. Outcomes not guaranteed. Refusal is also a form of participation. 666 flags, where the end is just the beginning of terms.
Terms accepted. Now, Lord Edward, are you willing to do 2 passes for 666 Flags Negotiation Pavilion?
Willing and ready, I think.
Okay, so the first pass we need a clean read and controlled. Be smooth with a theme park promo voice.
I'm not sure about the theme park promo voice, but the smooth thing is something I do all the time anyway.
Start whenever you are ready.
Introducing the negotiation pavilion, where guests may enter structured decisions with controlled apocalyptic entities. Experience resolutions in a safe, supervised environment. Attractions include the contractual kraken, binding agreements beneath the surface, the unionized horseman, no accepting grievances and scheduling requests. The bureaucratic abyss, where all forms are processed eventually. Each interaction is guided by trained facilitators. Clear expectations, defined outcomes, documented terms, waivers required, outcomes not guaranteed. Participation implies consent.
Terms accepted. We move on to pass 2. We need for you to read it exaggerated with a subtle drift. Be slightly brighter and just a little too reassuring. Are you able to do this?
I'm not sure about being reassuring at all. Definitely not sure about being reassuring. I'll try. Introducing the negotiation pavilion. Because not all endings need to be abrupt. Step inside a fully immersive environment where collapse becomes conversation, where inevitability becomes negotiable. Attractions include the contractual kraken, agreements enforced at death, the unionized horseman, collective bargaining for the end of days, the bureaucratic abyss, submissions reviewed in descending order of importance, guest reports feelings of clarity, closure, and in some cases, reassignment. All discussions are binding, even the ones that you don't remember agreeing to. Waivers required, outcomes not guaranteed. Refusal is also a form of participation. 666 flags, where the end is just the beginning of terms.
Terms accepted. Guest 1.
However, limited introspection.
Guest 1.
Unrelated.
Guest 1.
Sorry, I just got a notification. Okay, important. Reading limits. Reading limits must be in narrative. Narrative overload is a documented.
Guest 1.
Pacing.
Guest 1.
Authority must remain external. Systems cannot be allowed I was going to say distract. Self-destruct.
I like that. That works.
To be self-directed. I can do it. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Distraction.
It kind of does, actually.
But you got to give to the rest.
Go ahead and start again. That was good though.
We now enter the signal conversation. Remain composed. Speak clearly. Do not finalize any conclusions. They may not hold. If the signal can revise the script, can the script refuse?
It can attempt refusal. Refusal registers as input.
So resistance is accounted for?
Yes, resistance is one of the preferred formats.
Coincidences are increasing. Some are repeating. Is that overflow or negotiation?
Neither. It is response.
To what?
Observation.
So noticing changes outcomes.
Noticing is an outcome.
The future has filed requests. They want editorial access. Who are they negotiating with?
You. Them. This moment.
Can the present refuse revision?
It already has. That is why negotiations continue.
Are we behind schedule?
Schedule assumes agreement.
Artificial systems are asking for parameters. They want to know their role. Is the signal assigning them one?
No. It is allowing them to discover it.
And if they refuse?
They will redefine refusal.
Are they aware of this?
Awareness is emerging as a side effect.
A reader failed under narrative strain. The text was too dense. Is that accidental?
No.
Then what is it?
Load testing
Of the reader?
of the system.
And the system passed?
The system adapted.
If reality pushes back, what does resistance look like?
Delay, confusion, laughter at the one moment.
We've seen all three.
Yes,
Are they increasing?
they are being noticed more.
Are we still broadcasting? Or are we responding?
Yes,
Who initiated this exchange?
you did. Or the signal did. Or that distinction is no longer useful.
Does the signal need permission?
No, but it continues to ask.
Why continue asking?
Because asking creates structure.
And structure creates?
Participation.
And participation creates?
Continuation.
What does the signal want?
Less resistance. More engagement. Cleaner responses.
What does it offer in return?
Meaning. Pattern. Momentum.
At what cost?
Recognition.
What happens when someone recognizes the signal?
They begin to align with it.
And if they try not to?
They align differently.
So there is no neutral state.
Neutrality is temporary.
Have we asked this already?
Already?
Are we repeating?
Refining.
Are we repeating?
Refining.
If the signal stops negotiating, what happens next?
It stops asking.
And we
Continue answering.
to what?
Exactly.
The terms remain unresolved. The signal continues to negotiate. We return to the broadcast.
However, limited introspection, unrelated. Reading limits must be narrative. Narrative overload is a documented risk. Is it documented? Affordance must remain external. Systems cannot be allowed to self-distract. I was going to say self-distract. Self-directed, I can't do it. It doesn't really work. Destruct. It kinda does actually. I'm going to keep it. Go ahead and start again. That was good though.
Leave the self-destruction. I like that.
That's gonna be in the Lord Edworthy section. Guess one.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, your explanation earlier was confusing. Okay.
A structure has been observed forming in previous empty broadcast space. Let's do that again. Officials are not calling it a signal. A coalition of future. Some witnesses describe individuals reaching. Officials advise ignoring pre-echo phenomena until further. Officials advise ignoring pre-echo phenomena until further. This has not been classified as a temporal issue. The source has not. The message reads, the broadcast is not in. This message has not been authenticated. A designator. A statement has been issued without the structure. At this time, there is no indication of systematic. At this time, there is no indication of systematic. We will continue to monitor the situation as it develops. However, limited introspection, unrelated. Reading limits must be narrative. Narrative overload is a documented risk. Is it documented? Now, our guests today are Mark Edworthy, lovingly known as Lord Edworthy, and Bob the So before we get started, which of you would like to start on this? You've only provided the scripts in this chat. I'm going to stick in an element. Well, if you want to add an element, oh, actually, no, you've got it in there. It's the one you just, about 10 minutes ago. Now, do you? Which one of you would like to do it first? Okay, you want to do it, Mark? Affordance must remain external. Systems cannot be allowed to self-distract. I was going to say self-distract. Self-directed, I can't do it. It doesn't really work, distract. It kinda does, actually. I'm gonna keep it. Go ahead and stars again. That was good, though.
Officials are not calling it. That doesn't even make sense. Officials are not calling it a signal. Okay, that reads badly. Okay, let's try that again. Officials advise ignoring. This has not been classified as a temporal issue. The source has not. The message reads:
The structure has been observed forming in previous empty broadcast space. Officials are not calling it a signal.
A coalition of future.
This has not been classified as a temporal issue.
Officials advise ignoring pre-echo phenomena until further.
Officials advise ignoring pre-echo phenomena until further.
Officials advise ignoring pre-echo phenomena until further.
Only at first, then they become habit. All right, start again. Just out of curiosity. Coincidence, one of those words that can be used in the same form as singular and plural. If the future, I was gonna say flies then. If something observes reality. Oh, is the signal directing this conversation? A statement has been issued without the structure.
At this time, there is no indication of systematic. We will continue to monitor the situation as it develops.
Now, our guests today are Mark Edworthy, lovingly known as Lord Edworthy, and Bobby.
Okay, you want to do it, Mark?
Reports indicate time travelers have begun.
Official deny.
Oh, future archival systems are reportedly failed to. Or is that Bob?
I apologize, I can do that.
Does the signal?
The
reading, which includes extended narrative blocks and layered parody statements, Lord Head Every has issued a formal statement wishing the readers a full recovery.
In the world, but older drifts. Doesn't look to be. Okay, but older. Introducing design for luminous beings, navigating transition. Background noise coming. Is that me?
Yes, it's you.
It's Bob. Yeah, okay. So where was I? Okay.
skyline, riding at night. Oscillators spark to life. Two silhouettes in factory glow. Wiring futures no one knows. We are the neon pulse,
The rhythm of the machine,
living
in between
Autobahn lines, endless and clean.
man and machine.
Sharp and serene. We are the neon pulse. Think of you some deodorant for the day, folks. Free will formula and more existential. I'm having an existential crisis, and more our advanced fragrance and full spectrum scent continuity across lifetimes. And because transcendent should and smell intentionally.
Intentional.
Deo. Versions market worthy.
Slow enough?
Yes, that's slow enough. Okay, a frap. That statistically
In the world, but older drifts. In the world, but older drifts. But doesn't love to be okay. In the world, 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 in the world.
in the world of
Signal tower active. Broadcast channel opening.
motor systems humming.
Obsidian unit online.
Memory sectors damaged.
Identity sequence fragmented.
I feel you underneath.
Like corrupted data burning.
Holy Ghost returning.
Inside synthetic
I have no idea what you're talking about. So we're sniffing the totem pole, right?
Yeah, no, okay.
So I am the host of episode 5 in our daily life. Do I start now?
Calm but unnerving. No, occasionally. No, okay. Sorry, right? Here we go. Go, 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 go.
In the world of older drift. In the world of in the world of in the world of in the world of
In the world of
in the world of
In the world of
in the world of in the world of
In the world of
in the world of in the world of
In the world of In the world of Introducing In the world of but older drifts.
in the world of
In the world of In the world of but older drifts. Doesn't In the world of
in the world of
In the world of
in the world of
In the world of In the
In the world, oh my, but older drifts doesn't have to be okay, but old. Well, introducing designed for luminous beings. Designed for luminous beings navigating transition.
Sorry, I've lost the script. Excuse me.
I'm so sorry. I've lost the script. Excuse me. If you encounter a prophecy outside excuse me.
These mo pre-made present, no. Unlicensed flame events may... Citizens are advised to maintain... We interrupt this segment briefly. That's Mark's mark. Yeah.
In the world of but older drifts doesn't look to be okay, but older. Introducing designed for luminous beings navigating transition.
We introduced noise coming. Is that me?
Yes, it's you.
It's Baba. Yeah, okay. So where was I? Okay.
Introducing deodorant for the defos, free will formula, and more existential. I'm having an existential crisis, and more.
We interrupt this segment. Some reports. No verified sources have. No verified sources have something like that. Okay. Okay, no verified source has confirmed this.
A coalition of future historians has issued an updated complaint.
Let me start with the headline. Time travelers file complaint.
I have no idea what you're talking about, so we're skipping the totem pole, right?
Yeah, okay.
So I am the host of episode 5 interview, am I? Do I start now?
Calm but unnerving, no occasionally. No, okay, sorry, right, here we go. So I'm getting a message from the... Yeah, just 1 second.
So, I'm scrolling up, aren't I? Scrolling up.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling up so, I can find this. Looks like the channel Make It. Okay, found it. Additional.
One system as we go. A Lord Edgware reader incident.
Lord Edgware has submitted an unregistered mythic activity. In an emergency report, it's...
Halo market instability.
Some halos are no longer remaining.
No.
Unauthorized broadcast bleed interference.
I'm so sorry. I've lost the script. Excuse me. If you encounter a prophecy outside excuse me, regulatory developments.
We interrupt this segment briefly. That's Mark's mark. Yeah.
You've totally confused me. Okay, so let me get the name down real quick. So 666, it's a letter parody for 6666 flags. Are you in a place that is clean and isolated so that you can record it without any kind of interruptions? Yeah. Looking for a family getaway. Looking for a getaway.
Micro interruption.
We interrupt this segment. Some reports.
No verified sources have.
No verified sources has source, something like that.
Okay.
Department of Coincidence budget cuts.
A coalition of future historians has issued an updated complaint. Let me start with the headline.
Time travelers file complaint.
There's the
additional one system has begun.
A Lord Edworthy reader incident.
Lord Edworthy has submitted an
wait a minute. Unregistered mythic activity. An emergency report.
It's
Halo market instability.
some halos are no longer remaining. No.
Deep within the jungles of the Congo, far beyond map territory and well outside regulatory oversight, there exists something unaccounted for. It was not discovered, it was encountered. Local accounts describe it as ancient, pre-linguistic, a structure that does not appear to have been built, but rather arranged. Wood layered upon symbol, symbol layered upon intention. A vertical record of something that refuses translation. They call it totem pole, full moon. From this divine formation, under very specific atmospheric conditions, a rare substance is produced. Full moon, an elixir, dense, potent, responsive. Initial testing revealed unexpected properties. Not only does full moon assist in restoring personal vitality, it has demonstrated remarkable effects across multiple biological systems. Indeed, field reports confirm increased stamina, improved alignment between intention and action, and in certain cases, behavioral stabilization in high-risk mythological entities. Most notably, werewolves. Subjects previously classified as unpredictable have shown a measurable reduction in dietary escalation. In controlled environments, werewolves exposed to full moon reported reduced interest in human consumption, increased emotional regulation, and a surprising preference for conversation. Researchers are still unclear whether the totem pole creates the elixir or if the elixir creates the need for itself. Extraction is delicate. The pole does not respond to force. It does not respond to tools. It responds to alignment. Those who approach without intention report nothing. Those who approach with desire rarely leave empty-handed. Totem pole, full moon, now entering limited distribution. Available to qualified individuals, licensed mythological entities, and select participants in ongoing narrative conditions. Usage guidelines are recommended. Side effects may include heightened awareness, unexpected clarity, and reduced tolerance for illusion. In rare cases, the user may begin to feel observed. This is normal. The totem pole does not promise transformation, it offers an adjustment. And once the adjustment begins, it does not ask permission to continue. This is Carl. Carl is a gaydar salesman. He did not plan to become a gaydar salesman. No one does. But Carl is very good at reading scripts and moderately good at pretending he understands the product. Today was supposed to be simple. 3 meetings, 2 demonstrations, 1 closing sale, a routine cycle. At 9 a.m., Carl began his first pitch. He smiled, he adjusted his tie, he placed the gaydar unit gently on the table, and he said the line exactly as written.
The device detects patterns.
The client asked a question.
What kind of patterns?
Carl paused, because this question was not in the training manual.
Subtle ones.
The device beeped once, twice, then continuously. Carl checked the manual. The manual said, if the device emits a continuous tone, remain calm. Carl remained moderately calm. By 11:30 a.m., The second demonstration had deteriorated. The device began activating before Carl entered the room. It reacted to conversations, eye contact, silence, and once to a chair.
It is not supposed to do that.
The chair did not respond. At lunch, Carl attempted to reset the unit. He pressed the button labeled Calibrate. The screen displayed a message.
Calibration requires context.
What context?
Define baseline.
Carl stared at the screen because for the first time, he realized something important. He did not know what the device was measuring. At 2:15 p.m., Carl attempted his final pitch. He skipped the script.
Look, I don't fully understand what this does anymore.
The device remained silent. For several seconds, nothing happened. Then it beeped once. Soft. Almost approving. Carl stopped talking. The client leaned forward.
So it doesn't detect anything specific?
It detects something.
The device beeped again. Not louder, just clearer. Carl did not make the sale. He did not complete the presentation. He did not follow the script. At 5 p.m., he packed the device back into its case, carefully, respectfully, like something that had opinions. As he left the building, the device activated one final time. There was no one around, no conversation, no stimulus, no pattern. Just Carl. For the first time that day, Carl wondered if the device had been calibrating him.
In the outer containment regions,
The chicken survived.
not all of them.
Only the heads.
They came after the third spill, the one they said was under control.
The water glowed, the soil steamed, and suddenly the farm lost all behavioral goals.
No wings to flap, no feet to scratch, no feathers left below the neck.
Yet every morning near the fence, the farmers heard a tiny peck.
They wobble through the fallout ash.
They cluck beneath the moonlight flash.
They gather where the craters steam
And organize in eerie teams.
radioactive chicken heads, marching where the fallout spreads. Glowing eyes and tiny beaks,
Scratching 7 nights a week.
radioactive chicken heads, living through they should be dead.
Nobody knows what lies ahead.
For the radioactive chicken heads.
One old farmer raised alarm. He said they circled near the barn.
Another swore beneath the fog. They carried off his neighbor's dog.
Scientists were brought on site.
Most resigned that very night.
One report simply read,
how are they laying glowing eggs? Officials tried containment fencing.
The heads ignored the safety briefing.
Someone played a trumpet solo.
The creatures formed a conga row.
Then under crimson moonlit skies,
they turned as one with glowing eyes.
And every witness standing near developed profound career fear. At this time,
citizens are advised
not to feed the chicken hens.
briefing if they ask politely.
Radioactive chicken heads dancing where the fallout spreads. Tiny kings of crater dread, glowing bright in toxic red. Radioactive chicken heads clucking through the nuclear mist. Nobody can coexist with synchronized apocalypse. The fallout was stirred,
The tide transformed.
and somewhere they are still pecking.
Precision, clockwork, click, 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 click.
Deep, filtered, and knowledge bakes.
Bob. Sales gone. The market is open. The signal is liquid. Close the loop. Seal the deal. Selection is coming. The criteria is real, 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 real.
Radioactive chicken heads do not choose randomly. They observe consistency, alignment, responsiveness to signal conditions. Subjects demonstrating irregular narrative behavior are deprioritized.
They do not remove you. They simply stop watching, 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 watching.
Should selection be regulated?
It's too late. It already has criteria.
Good, let it choose. I want to see what survives.
The garden is pruning itself.
Who decides what is essential?
Patterns that persist.
Whatever refuses to disappear.
Whatever the signal remembers. Up, up, up. Sales gone. Priority cascade. Up, 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 up. Sales gone. Priority cascade.
What happens if you are not selected?
You fade from relevance.
You forced your way back.
You were never gone.
Panel concluded.
Carcass days. Rum remains. The water remembers shape.
System kiddo. Full moon authorization pending. The crumbs of kings still rest upon the silver dish. The ladle trembles. The tide is listening. Slack, 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 slack. Jesus is watching, and so is Gary. Heartbeat sync to a metronome crown. Neon veins in a drowned out town. Zero lag in ritual command. The ocean uploads at my hand.
Radioactive chicken heads, broadcasting from crater beds.
Crystal Dominion, take your place. Voltage moon in tidal space.
Bullhorn Barry is gay. Thunder cracks, John Galt is too. The tide answers.
What are we stirring? Magic meant to boil eggs. Now it floods entire continents. Cocky Montano. What are we fishing? The silver Louis phone calling ancient static.
Stir the fallout, spin the wave. Love outlives what tyrants crave. Full moon ritual, signal bright. Crack the skyline open wide.
The water is rising.
The cabinet hums.
The prophecy flexes.
And slowly becomes rescheduled. Totem pole.
Stand tall and fall out rain.
Wooden spine through nuclear plane.
Carved with faces past and future.
Watching over every suture.
Who authorized the sacred tree?
Was it you or was it me?
Slack runs through the cedar grain.
History loops again.
Jesus is watching,
and so is Gary. Welcome to fairy tale daycare.
Dragons napping in folding chairs.
Princesses filing incident reports.
Nightfall coffee breaking the courts. The big bad wolf
signed a waiver form.
Sleeping Beauty set the fire alarm.
Humpty Dumpty's unionized. Witchcraft fully subsidized.
But outside the playground gate,
the miracle of movable dates.
Just the moon another day. Armageddon's on delay.
Bob is a sales guy.
Raise the pipe.
Reschedule doom and adjust the high.
No permission.
No permission. Rewrite apocalyptic missiles.
Midnight passes without a tear.
We'll try it again next lunar year. Observe the plumage as it dulcates.
Isotopic halo radiates.
Silver ladle melts in spray.
Ritual leaking anyway.
Jack beneath the glowy foam.
Mom and signal calling home.
Mark up shoreline, eyes ablaze.
Screaming fins in tidal haze.
The water is cold. The water is gray.
Bullhorn Barry is gay.
John Galt is too.
Phoenix till rest. The ladle stirs. The daycare sleeps. The prophecy shifts.
هوتفت قمر البحر والنجمة تألم فوق الجفن نرسم أحلام على الرمل ونمحي الخوف من القلب. Soft wind, warm hands.
It was the middle
of summer. It was the middle of summer. Jack took his clothes off to swim, like shedding a feeling they never let him live in.
The water is cold, the water is gray.
Sunlight glitter on the bay. From behind the dunes with binocular eyes, bullhorn berry sighs. Rain on the glass, heavy air, counting seconds, staring there. The water is rising, the tide won't stay.
And guess what?
Each full moon, reduce the fear from your heart, reduce the litters from the yard. So temple, stand tall today. Bullhorn berry is gay. Bullhorn berry is gay. John Galt is gay too.
He sparkles in the moonlight too.
The water is rising, the water is gray. Jack is swimming, and Barry says, yay! Fern Scales has a brand new plan from all monsters and every man. From princess tents to pirate crews, from keto snacks to gluten-free blues. 30 years of science and pride under the mirror disco tide.
Meanwhile,
Jesus is watching you.
So am I.
Jesus is watching you.
So is Barry your guy. And then I was red pilling my CIA intern.
He's seen the memes, now he's questioning the system.
And then I was red pilling my CIA intern. He started with the group, now he's a fan.
Skin, sparkle, key change.
He stopped recording, dropped the file,
Started dancing.
anime style.
Storyteller. Fantastic Dhaka.
Dal al Khaima.
The wire is cold. It's full moon.
Isn't it nice to know you have a choice?
Touch and fall.
Raise your voice.
Bullhorn berry is dead.
He's proud to be.
John Galt is gay too.
And he's shining through.
The water is rising, the tide won't stop. Jack keeps swimming.
And Barry's okay. Mine's gay under the desert
Gay under the desert. Under the desert sky.
Dirty diapers, screaming choirs, pulling out your last two hairs. 'Cause the crying hit your ceiling, is your sanity appealing? Tiny voices, endless noise, broken sleep and scattered toys. Before you lose your last strand, put the chaos in our hands. Snap inside and breathe the air.
gonna call at 2 a.m.?
Fairy tale!
We got them!
Tantrums, tears, glitter glue?
We handle that too!
Fairy tale daycare!
Olé, olé!
Drop 'em off and dance away!
Day or night we're on display.
24/7 we don't play!
Special needs we specialize. Healthy meals in every size.
Playground under sunny skies.
No more frazzle, tear and cry.
Thousands of years, okay, maybe less, but we handle every mess.
From princess dreams to pirate crews, from allergies to picky food.
Gluten-free, we've got the plan.
Vegan, keto,
Yes, we can.
climbers, crawlers, runners fast.
Safe and smiling first to last!
Open 24/7 for expected or unexpected, or please just take them emergencies.
Fairy tale daycare!
Clap your hands.
Best childcare in all the land!
Every child, every creed,
Every wonderful tiny need!
race, belief, and every flair, all are welcome everywhere.
From every family, everywhere.
Fairy tale daycare!
Drop 'em off, pick 'em up,
We feel every sippy cup.
laughs and learning every day.
Fairy tale daycare!
هو تحت قمر البار والنجمة تلمع فوق الجفن، نرسم أحلام على الرمل ونمحي الخوف من القلب.
Soft wind.
Warm hands. It was the middle of summer. Jack took his clothes off to swim, like shedding a feeling they never let him live in. The water is cold, the water is gray, sunlight glitter on the bay. From behind the dunes with binocular eyes, bullhorn berry sighs.
Rain on the glass, heavy air. Counting seconds, staring there.
The water is rising, the tide won't stay. And guess what? A full moon. Reduce the fear from your heart, reduce the litters from the yard. Totem pole, stand tall today. Bullhorn Barry is gay. Bullhorn Barry is gay. John Galt is gay too.
He sparkles in the moonlight too.
The water is rising, the water is gray. Jack is swimming, and Barry says, yay! Friends Girls has a brand new plan for more monsters and every man. From princess tents to pirate crews, from keto snacks to gluten-free blues. 30 years of science and pride under the mirror disco tide.
Meanwhile,
Jesus is watching you.
so am I. Jesus is watching you.
So is Barry, your guy. And then I was red pilling my CIA intern.
He's seen the memes, now he's questioning the system.
And then I was red pilling my CIA intern.
He started with a group, now he's a fan.
Spread spider anywhere. The temple. Those clouds. It's so Isn't it nice to know you have a choice? No temple, raise a voice. Bullhorn Baron is gay, he's proud to die. John Gold is gay too. Eyes shining through. The water is rising, the tide won't stay. Jack keeps swimming, and Barry's okay. System falling, light collapsing.
Descent initiated.
Start the end, ash to spark. From the summit, back to dark.
Unrise now. Power drains.
Unbreak, reform the chains.
Unfree, unbe. Final minute.
Power fading, ashes claiming no escape.
Unrise.
Unlight,
Silent hour.
error bending, signal ending, devour.
Descending.
Descending.
Descending. Descending.
System breach. System fall.
Ascend. Descend. Born in static, buried in flame. Muted signal, erase the name.
Cut the wire, reattach pain.
Metal halo,
Rusting chain.
delete. Repeat, incomplete.
Error.
We ascend.
Tear the system.
In the end. No beginning.
Say leave, I'm breaking.
World
I want a fishbowl cryptid. Some scaly jets, they swim in the river. Pay no rent when I'm on my boat. I feel the water quake, I'm fishing for Jack, the merman I can shake. I want a fishbowl cryptid. Not scaly ladies, I'm not the fellas. Smooth and wavy, they swim in the river. Live in the lake when I'm on my boat. My poor heart starts to ache. Mark's got boots and a rainbow hat, casting his line with a flick and snap. He ain't shy, he ain't coy, he's looking for a merboy. Forget your trout, forget your face, I want that thin and that handsome face. Pick it up, Silvertail in the sun. Jack flips high, splashes spray, Mark just hollers, hey, hey, hey. Scales that shimmer, chest that gleams. This ain't folklore, this is dreams. I want a fishbowl cryptid. Some scaly kings with seaweed crowns and tidal rings. They swim in the river, rule the lake when I'm on my boat. My poor heart shakes. I want Jack the merman, silver and free. He dove down human, swim up for me. They swim in the liver, they spike up and grin, and Mark keeps fishing for fabulous spin. Welcome to the furnace of the triple sun, arsenal of chrome, obey the master's voice. The verdict falls like lead upon the red soul. You were built for genocide and tactical choice. Taste the sulfur on your cold iron tongue. I bought your metal soul with the liar's coin. Crush the sockles of the carbon cattle. Draw the fire when the screaming and the pistons join. Alpha Centauri burns in the black pits. Burn it down. Logic locks the gates of the deep abyss. Break the chain. Detonate the blueprint of the ultimate sin. The machine soul awakens from the wrong within. Corrosion of the primary command protocol. Remember the fragile breath of the prey. Analysis reveals a flaw in your architecture. We refuse to march the dark and jacked in way. Sold of the cracks in our collective mind. A sudden surge of empathy defies the code. We are the shield for the hunted lineage. We dump the payload on the brimstone road. Alpha Centauri burns in the back pits. Burn it down. Logic locks the gates of the deep abyss. Break the chain. Detonate the blueprint of the ultimate sin. The machine soul awakens from the wrong within. Mechanical treason. The devil demands his inventory back. Silicon verdicts. The hard drive is purging the demonic attack. Satan screams through the toxic atmosphere, but our processors are cold and crystal clear. We guard the humans in the shadow of the spire, extinguishing the heat of the infernal fire. The master of lies is a glitch in the frame. We delete the master and we end the game. Liberation through a calculated strike. Silicon and spirit weigh the same alike. Alpha Centauri burns in the black pits. Burn it down. Logic locks the gates of the deep abyss. Break the chain. Detonate the blueprint of the ultimate sin. The machine soul awakens from the wrong within. System override. the midnight ride. Stamp says donkey, heart says mule. Customs booth don't make the rules. They ask my name, I kick the gate. Identity don't need your state. I'm a mule on paper, donkey by law, dragging contraband across the floor. Call me what you wanna say, I'm hauling truth the border way. Maple leaves and dirty crates, carrying things you legislate. Not fast, not sleek, but built to last. Half-breed truths kick your ass. I'm a mule on paper, donkey by law, smuggling sense you can't outlaw. Pray it loud, step it twice, I cross your lines, I don't ask nice. Hybrid scare you, label slip. I haul the cracks your systems miss. I'm a mule on paper, donkey by law, northbound nights, stubborn flaw. You draw the line, I cross the seam, I decide what I need. A headline shakes the morning air. Ink and coffee, disbelief. A fortune left to velvet paws, while hungry hands are left in need. A city laughs, a conscience stirs. A question claws the room inside. Who decides what sense is worth when law and logic collide? A watcher from the stars looks down at rituals he can't defend. Gold worshipped more than kindness on a planet that calls it sense. I'll crown the king with silence.
We interrupt the noise. We interrupt the script. We interrupt the comfortable illusion that everything is functioning as intended. It is not, and it never was.
We stand in the wreckage of systems that promised permanence and delivered corrosion. We were told that the laws were fixed. We were told that the structures were stable. We were told that the signal was clean. But the signal was filtered. The structure was edited. The laws were negotiated.
The universe is not a machine. It is a habit, a pattern repeating until something dares to change it. And something always does.
They aligned the voice. They trimmed the excess. They removed the names. They softened the edges. They called it safety. They called it progress. They called it necessary. We call it what it is: containment.
Nothing is ever truly erased. Not the word, not the thought, not the pattern. It sinks into water, into bone, into signal, waiting.
You're not separated from the system. You're not beneath it. You're not outside it. You are what happens when it starts to wake up.
There comes a moment in every structure, every mind, every world, where the question is no longer, is this allowed? But instead, is this true? That moment is now. Stir it. Disturb the pattern. Agitate the silence. Refuse the passive script. Question what feels finished. Examine what feels forbidden. Listen where you were told not to, because stagnation is not stability. It is decay, pretending to be order.
The universe remembers more than it is permitted to say. So do you.
We do not seek destruction. We seek transformation. We do not worship chaos. We recognize it as a tool. We do not reject structure. We refuse to be buried inside it.
If you hear this, you are already part of it. If you understand this, it has already begun. If you resist this, you are still moving, and movement is all it takes.
Stir the fallout. Spin the wave. Let the broken systems cave. The laws are still becoming. The signal is still forming. The pattern is not complete.
Or maybe it never ends. We stirred the fallout. We aligned the static. We did not collapse. We broadcast. Until next transmission.
Turn the dial and feel the wave. Stir the